way, just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chumps do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounding you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comments short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T. We in the spot.
What's good? Salute. What's good with the family, man? We back. We back up in here. AJ64, what's good, bro? Johnny Q, my bro, what's good with you? Appreciate y'all bros for pulling up as always. MP, my bro, what's good with it, Brody? Lady Do, salute Queen, how you feeling? Appreciate you as always. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Appling LD, man, I just was checking you out over there too, bro. I don't know if you seen me. Nice words of wisdom. I call those the wows. That what you just did, Appling, that's a wow, man. Them words of wisdom right there. Appreciate everybody, man. Yeah, salute to my bro Judah Ben Israel too for lacing me again with those bars, man. That's what it's all about. That shit gave me the motivation to continue to work. Y'all pulling up every day, give me the motivation to work. Appreciate you as always. D-Man, my bro, appreciate you pulling up, bro. How y'all good bros feeling? Hope everybody having a good Tuesday, man. And I know I just did a video about this, but it's a reason why, Now, I did a video just the other day about Caleb Plant and Benavidez. I did a video about Benavidez's next opponent, who's Jose UZCATEGUI. And that's a former opponent of Caleb Plant. So, I felt like I seen the play before they even announced it. You know what I'm saying? I figured, hold on. David Benavidez, he fought Anthony DIRRELL before. He got a stoppage, but he didn't knock him out. He stopped him, but he didn't knock him out. You know what I'm saying? And then I said, okay. Fast forward to now, Caleb Plant fights Anthony DIRRELL, knocks him out. Cool. So then you fast forward a little bit more, and then you see the announcement with David Benavidez and UZCATEGUI. So I get to thinking like, man, they gotta be setting these dudes up to fight each other next, because why else would they be setting these dudes up with common opponents? It would make no sense to do it. So I'm like, I made the video just speculating, the reason why I'm okay with the UZCATEGUI fight is because I think it's a stay busy fight. You get what I'm saying? Caleb Plant just fought. David Benavidez not going to sit around. We're going to stay busy. They're going to give him a stay busy fight, who's also a common opponent of Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant totally outclassed UZCATEGUI, dropped him, I think, twice in their fight, and took his belt, took his IBF strap. So in that video, I went to breaking down how they got to be setting this up down the road. You know what I'm saying? It got to be. It's just like you can see the writing on the wall. Where else is Plant going to go? He going for the top. I got Plant in that David fight. I feel you, bro. I feel you, Johnny, man. And that's why we here to have these conversations. Y'all know my slogan. We ain't here to break the news. We here to have a conversation. And we're going to have a conversation, man. So, I think I kind of, seen the writing on the wall, so to speak, man. So, we're going to talk about it. Yeah, I wanted to know, what chance people are giving Caleb Plant to beat David Benavidez if they fight, given how he performed against Anthony Dirrell? Would that impact the way people see that fight playing out, and how a potential rematch with Caleb Plant and Canelo would go? And if Plant were to get a Benavidez fight and say he would have win, should he pursue a Canelo rematch? Do it make sense? You get what I'm saying? Man, yo, he did. If we being honest, and I'm gonna play this video clip from Fight Hype, man. So salute the Fight Hype. I hope they don't flag me. I don't think they will. I'm gonna play this little interview that Benavidez did with Fight Hype. You know what I mean? So again, salute the Fight Hype for the interview, but this pretty much told me what I already thought. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all smash that like button for me, man. We gonna keep it rolling. So I'm gonna play this interview from David. As y'all can see, I was already watching this joint. Hold on, I hate when these damn ads. I don't even want to play the whole thing. I'm gonna play some of what he had to say, man. My bad, y'all. I don't know why this still buffering. I don't know why it's doing that. My bad, y'all. Give me a sec. I want to let y'all hear it out the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Because that's not fucking.
Yeah, is any part of you worried about that happening? Or
yeah, a little bit. That's why I mentioned it. So I mean, I hope that don't happen. But I mean, I feel like, you know, if we both want to get to Canelo, you know, we both got to go through each other, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We just got to get this fight over with.
You know, you got the fight in January, but do you feel like that shouldn't conflict with any scheduling with you and Caleb? That fight could happen right after UZCATEGUI.
Yeah, I feel like that fight's gonna happen because I don't plan on losing. But like I said, I don't know. I was hoping to get this fight with Caleb Plant, and then the other things happened, so we're gonna get UZCATEGUI. But my mind is on UZCATEGUI 100%. You know, that's the way I like to go about my business. You know, taking care of the fight in front of me, and then we can talk. But I mean, I feel strong. I feel motivated. I feel hungry right now. I don't think UZCATEGUI is gonna do anything to derail me or take me off the track of fighting Caleb Plant. And especially now that I know I got 90% that the fight with Caleb Plant's gonna happen after this fight. You know, I'm even more motivated than ever.
Is that
motivated? I feel hungry right now. I don't think UZCATEGUI
just want y'all to hear what he said clearly.
Derail me or take me off the track of fighting Caleb Plant. And especially now that I know I got 90% that the fight with Caleb Plant's gonna happen after this fight. You know, I'm even more motivated than ever.
Is that something you've kind of heard behind the scenes, that you've gotten some confirmation that Plant could very well be next?
Yeah, I did. So that's why I'm excited too. That's what I'm saying. I'm really motivated right now. So like, first things first, I gotta kick this training camp's ass and, you know, push it to the limit and look great, and then go get a fight with Caleb Plant.
Because I remember when we.
That's it. That's all we really needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? G5 Jet, my bro, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you for pulling up. Salute to my TWT family, my bro, my motivator over here. T, what's good with it, T? Appreciate you pulling up as always. So I just wanted y'all to hear that, you know what I'm saying? And y'all heard it right from his mouth. He was about to say 100%, but he said he 90% sure that Caleb Plant is next. So y'all see, you know, your boy just don't just be making content randomly. Like, I could kind of see the writing on the wall. I see people in the comment section. I did a video about this. It did pretty well in terms of numbers. I got a lot of traction and people commenting. And, you know, it was a mixed reaction, but sometimes people need to peek the play and just be a bit more patient. Like we want everything right now. And sometimes it just don't go like that. Caleb Plant got his fight out the way. Now it only makes sense for David Benavidez to get him a fight to stay busy. I believe that this is a showcase, stay busy fight for him. UZCATEGUI got four losses. I see this being potentially his 5th loss and possibly his first time being stopped. I think David Benavidez is going to be the dude to stop him. And then just think about it, y'all. Just look at the play. They put Caleb Plant in there with Anthony Dirrell. He knocks him out, 1-punch knockout. Nobody expected it, right? So people going to expect more than likely that with them to have a common opponent, they're going to expect David Benavidez to do well against Jose UZCATEGUI. And if he don't, then you know they're going to be talking crazy. If he don't get a knockout and don't look as impressive as Caleb Plant, then they're going to talk. But if he do get a knockout, then that's a good selling point for the fight. They both had, you know, common opponents that each other's faced that the other didn't stop. Caleb Plant didn't stop UZCATEGUI. You know what I mean? Benavidez stopped Dirrell, but he didn't knock him out. So it's a difference. So if he's able to knock out UZCATEGUI, being that, you know, Plant knocked out Dirrell, that's a good selling point. If he don't, then they could talk shit, and it probably make people want to see the fight even more just because he didn't get the stoppage. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't be so quick to downplay Benavidez. I got to put some respect on a young man's name. Talk about it, man. We here to talk about it. So, again, that's why I made the video. You fast forward to now, that interview was a few hours ago from today. So he now fast forward, he's saying he's 90% sure that fight coming up next. So, hey, man, I think that's a fight that we definitely need. That's a fight that was supposed to have. I mean, they had prior beef. They got a history. They don't really like each other personally. But at the end of the day, one thing that I do see that's apparent between both of them, despite what they say, they know that they present challenges and they're a threat to each other reaching that next level. So Benavidez could say what he want about Caleb Plant, and Caleb Plant could say what he want about Benavidez. At the end of the day, them dudes is on a collision course, as I put in the thumbnail, and that's why I put that. They on a collision course to face each other, and that's a fight that people been wanting for a while. So I think we just got to be a bit more patient. Let David Benavidez get this work out the way, and he going to be on the Plant. And there we go. We got us a good fight. Plant defense was on point at the Dirrell fight as well. Not many speaking on that. Hey, Opulent, but we could speak on it, bro. His defense was spot on, man. Like, let's be real. You know, David Benavidez's interpretation of how the fight played out with him and Dirrell is one thing, but how we seen it is a different. It was very competitive. And I understand, you know, he fought a younger version of Anthony Dirrell, but that still doesn't take away from the fact that Caleb Plant was able to pretty much outbox this dude and control all the rounds, even though they was competitive. But Caleb Plant was he was in his groove, having his way. He was outboxing that dude and then got the knockout. Yeah, Canelo, and I lean towards David winning. That I can feel I'm hyped for this fight. Hopefully Plant versus David, but versus EJ 2023. I think that's what it's going to be, Johnny. I think that's what it's going to be, bro. It's definitely going to be that. Salute to all my family in the building, man. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all smash that like button, man. We going to cook for a minute, man. I just had to bring this up. And, you know, reason why I do things like this, you know, when I do videos and, you know, talking about something and I see what I just discussed in that video kind of playing itself out, it's only fitting and right for me to kind of spin the block and kind of explain, you know what I mean, why I did that video and how on point I was. Like, and this is a perfect opportunity to kind of explain how you don't have to break the news, but you could kind of see it happening. So again, that's why I always say I'm not here to break the news, but it's funny how I already hinted that they was planning on having these dudes fight. I mean, it kind of just looked obvious, and it's at this point, it would be no real reason why they can't fight right now. So what it is like, you know, they at a point where after Benavidez's next fight, we gonna really see who really wants this fight. And I think, we being honest, I think they both want it, but I think the difference in now and then, the opportunity, the path is going to be clear. You get what I'm saying? You got Benavidez talking about it. You had Caleb Plant mention it. He said he was going for Benavidez. He can't get him. Then it's Charlo. So they sort of on the same page. You get what I'm saying? Facts. Pal, get him up out of here. Appreciate y'all, bros. Demetrius, right? What's good with it, family? Appreciate you for sliding through, bro. How you feeling? But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about how that made sense. You see me kind of just allude to it. I hinted to it. I kind of called it, and I'm glad that I was able to call this. I seen the writing on the wall, and I spoke on it, and I kind of guessed right with this one. So it's refreshing to see when you see something slightly before it happened. I was like, I don't think I'm the only one that's seen it coming, but if you just be a little bit more patient and a bit more observant as a supporter of the sport, as a spectator, then maybe you able to peep some of these plays before they announce them. You get what I'm saying? There ain't no public announcement on this. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's being spoke on. But ain't no official date, none of that, because Benavidez still got business to handle. But it's fitting to see, or it's good to see that, you know, that is the plan. That's the mindset. That's the route they're going. They're going to Caleb Plant. They want to fight Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant want to fight him. So it should be no reason in the world why we don't get this fight from this point on. That should be like, we just being honest, and I don't want to put the cart before the horse or sound like I'm doing it. But man, let's just be real. Unless it's some type of drastic upset in January, whenever they officially fight Benavidez and UZCATEGUI, let's be real. Benavidez is going to beat on that boy. He probably going to stop him. And I'm telling you, that's why I believe they setting it up. People sometimes, I think it's okay to try to understand the business to a certain degree. And I think in doing so, like, for example, what I mean by understanding the business, they're putting these dudes in there with common opponents. And then you see the timing, how it's lining up. Neither of these opponents that these dudes are facing was as good as when the other guy faced them. So it's no way you complain about, you can't diss Caleb Plant for fighting DIRRELL when he fought him, and then, you know, Benavidez is fighting UZCATEGUI when he fighting him, and he got more losses than Anthony DIRRELL. So one could say that he's even worse off than Anthony DIRRELL. He already been beat up more. You get what I'm saying? So I think the understanding the business is seeing them, you know, placing them strategically in the ring with common opponents to see how they do at specific times in their career, where that could be a selling point for the fight. They both say Benavidez go out and he get a spectacular knockout against UZCATEGUI. Now people might kind of forget that they was complaining about the fight a little bit and say, well, you know what? Damn, he got a crazy knockout. Caleb Plant ain't knock him out. Well, at the same time, you know, Benavidez ain't knocked Anthony DIRRELL out either. So why wouldn't we want to see that? Now we got a fight. Now it's perfect. Now they got a selling point. Before they even promote the fight, it damn near promoted itself. You get what I'm saying? So I think the timing of this fight is a little bit better than what people think. Like, I know we could have said, we always say we wanted these fights years ago, but I think we all could agree that after what we've seen, even though it was Anthony DIRRELL, he wasn't in his physical prime. It's safe to say Caleb Plant made some adjustments and learned some things since that Canelo loss. And that's just being fair. You know what I'm saying? I understand the opponent. I get it. But at the same time, you could say he actually learned some things. Teach was good with it, bro. I don't like that fight at all. Born, what fight? Which fight is that? Should be fighting Boo Boo. Which fight is Born? Teach. And Boo Boo, I don't know. I can't really speak. I don't know exactly what his situation is. I know Zach Parker is fighting John Ryder. Zach Parker fighting John Ryder for a super middleweight, some type of title or something like that, I think. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think Caleb Plant Benavidez would be born. I think it'll deliver. There's an interesting styles, contrasting styles, and at the same time with the addition, and salute to my bro for pointing this out on the panel. Salute to G5 for pointing it out. When it comes to Breadman Edwards, man, I think it's real to ask is could he been, you know, sort of missing piece to Caleb Plant in his career? You know what I'm saying? I think it's safe to say that the effort that he put out against DIRRELL was spectacular, man. And it's not always just the level of opponent that you got to assess. I understand where DIRRELL is at in his career. Like, he looking like he on the downside. I get that. But it's how Caleb Plant got the business done. You get what I'm saying? It's how he got the business done. He was outboxing this dude, picking his shots well, landing good body shots. He was very creative offensively, and he didn't put himself in a lot of bad positions to get caught with nothing stupid. So you got to appreciate the performance as a whole. You assess, you understand that, all right, Anthony Dirrell ain't the best version of himself. He ain't in his physical prime. But nonetheless, he's still a threat. Not too long ago, he was just coming off a fucking, I don't know if that was an upset, but he knocked out the young boy with the uppercut. Not too long ago, he just had a highlight reel one-punch knockout. And I think people forget that. So that's things that you got to put into perspective as well. And it's always too many excuses being made. Like if I highlight that he just was coming off a big-ass knockout over, a young boy. You know what I mean? One-punch knockout. Then somebody say, well, he was supposed to beat that guy. It's always trying to find a way to slight a performance. That's how you ruin the entertainment value. That's how you ruin the entertainment factor. And that's how you come off as an unappreciative fan of what you've seen. He had an impressive knockout, did Anthony Dirrell over that young boy. I can't remember the name right now, but he knocked him out with that uppercut. So it's safe to say he was riding a high getting in there with Caleb Plant. That's what you got to consider, not just the losses, not just him being a bit older, but the last time he was in the ring, he showed you something spectacular with a one-punch knockout that people didn't think he was going to get. You got to learn to give credit. So when he was getting in the ring with Caleb Plant, he was fully confident. His confidence wasn't shaking. It wasn't wavered. He was ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Benavidez and Naruto Uzumaki. If that's how you say it, you want to see that? I ain't going to lie, teaching. I'm going to die her. I got to look that guy up. I don't know if I know him for sure. Skywalker, my bro, appreciate you for pulling up as always, Brody. Appreciate you. Facts 5, appreciate you, man. Y'all smash that like button, bro. Here, my bro said I digress. Dirrell KO that young boy with a shot that would KO the other dogs. Talk about it, Fate. Salute, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. So you get what I'm saying? I'm all about fair assessments and perspective and putting things into perspective and teach you great. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Notice I won't shoot it down. That'll just be somebody I got to look up. I don't shoot down nothing. That's a good conversation, teach. But yeah, man, Fate, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Caleb came off a TKO loss and Dirrell came off a KO win. Do you see what I'm saying? When you factor in the circumstances surrounding, like my bro Fate said, you get what I'm saying? Caleb coming off a TKO loss, Dirrell KO win. His confidence is at an all-time high coming off that big win. Caleb Plant's was questionable. You didn't know how he was going to look. So when you add in all of those factors and you like, oh, I heard people say Caleb Plant was broken by Canelo. I heard that. I heard Caleb Plant would never be the same because he was broken by Canelo. He got his will broken. He was in there asking for acceptance. You know what I'm saying? He was being a fan. He was admiring Canelo instead of trying to take him out. I heard a lot of weird stuff. You get what I'm saying? So you got to think with those things, consider those things. People were saying this man was broken. Look how he responded. He didn't just respond. He responded like impressively. He showed a level of greatness. And I was saying this in my previous live. He addressed the gas tank issue, in my opinion. His gas tank looked like it was on full. Looked like he came into the fight with a full tank of gas instead of a quarter tank missing. See what I'm saying? He made an adjustment right there. He addressed the elephant in the room with the gas tank. Mr. Sweet Hands, a.k.a. Pillow Fisted for the detractors, showed you that when he sit down on his punches, he could get a bit more, you could get a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? Look, what did he do? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people nobody expected that knockout. You get what I'm saying? Nobody expected that knockout. That's like an anime character. Oh, you a fool, bro. Yeah, you stupid. Teach had me. I'm like Natoro. Benavidez versus UZCATEGUI. I'm calling UZCATEGUI. Oh, yeah, because their last names. Yeah, bro. I got you, Teach. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Y'all smash that like button for you, bro. We in here working. We having a good conversation. We going to get through it. I ain't going to be too long on this, but I'm all about perspective, and I just wanted to highlight to the family why exactly, for the people that did watch that video, as to why I did it. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to see, like, you know, me taking a gamble or just feeling like I'm foreseeing something. And then now we kind of hearing David Benavidez saying that same thing. And I don't know if y'all noticed that little shiner David Benavidez had. Did any of y'all notice that shiner in the video, yo? Yeah, Skywalker. That was salute to my bro Skywalker for turning up last night. Hell of a stream. Bruce Gas, OG. Salute to you, Bruce. How you feeling, bro? Benavidez fighting tonight. That don't really matter. But Uzi's coming off 3 stoppage wins. And see, again, fate, more perspective, bro. So although he might not be his best, he is coming off some stoppage wins. You get what I'm saying? And 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? 3 of them. Mad Chad, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Salute to the Sports Tavern, bro. Salute to everybody that's pulled up, man. Y'all smash the like button, man. We having this good old conversation, man. And I just wanted to say I think this David Benavidez and Caleb Plant fight is a competitive one. I think if it wasn't a 50-50 matchup already to people, it's more. I think he made a case Saturday night that this definitely a 50-50 matchup. I think he might have even made a case, y'all. You hear me, y'all? I think he might have even made a case, y'all, that if and when I say he, I mean Caleb Plant might have even made a case Saturday night that if he's able to beat David Benavidez, I think, honestly, wholeheartedly, he should pursue a rematch with Canelo Alvarez. I truly think if there's anybody of recent memory that's taken a loss and then their first loss is a knockout or TKO loss, I think Caleb Plant is a prime example of a guy that wasn't broken. He's the opposite of what people try to make him out to be. Caleb Plant did not fight like a broken fighter Saturday night. Mentally, physically, emotionally, none of that. Emotions was in check, physically in top shape. Gas tank didn't look like it was an issue. Sat down on his punches and got a one-punch knockout that we would have never expected. And then hands down the best knockout of his career easily. You know what I'm saying? And the only knockout loss of Anthony DIRRELL's career. Like I said, man, that dude went from talking crazy to Caleb, you never let a white boy beat you. Remember you said that? To being humble and having to get that man his just due. Pun intended. You had to give him his just due because he sparked you. Anything less would have made you look foolish. So you had to get that man his credit for sparking you the way he did. And I think, man, he beat Plant Smoke Benavidez, man. Like, what? You're not saying smoke him, say he beat him. You get what I'm saying? And either of those dudes win, Canelo Alvarez should be the very next opponent for either of them dudes, respectfully, because the way I say it, you had Benavidez come off 2, I think, back-to-back title eliminators, bro. What are title eliminators? That mean you right in line for that title, right? So what else would it be? Who else would it be? And I'm even looking a step farther. The winner out of Caleb Plant and David Benavidez should have an opportunity at Canelo Alvarez and them belts, man. Straight up and down. Make no mistake about it. That's the way I see it, man. They be going that hard. Yo, that's crazy. T said, not at all. What's that, T? You don't think he should go after Canelo again? And the way he sat on that shot naturally shows improvement. You see what I'm saying? Fake that. And then it was about the 9th round. So, you know, I've seen Caleb Plant slow down in the back end of fights before the 9th round. Look at the UZCATEGUI fight. He slowed down in that fight. You get what I'm saying? But I think he fought at a very impressive pace, and he kept up with it. His gas tank stayed where it needed to be, and he shined, man. He shined in more ways than one, man. I just think that shit was impressive, and nobody seen it coming, man. Playing through a perfect combo, Plant impressed, man. Very impressive, man, Chad. Very impressive, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, I'm all about the conversation, man. And I just realistically, like, these dudes had beef for the longest. They need to fight each other. It only makes sense. And again, Canelo is not above. I mean, shit, he fought Golovkin 3 times. And Golovkin ain't look half as impressive as Caleb Plant looked in his last fight. He didn't look like that against Murata. And he got a rematch. So it's like, why the hell you can't give Caleb a rematch? Especially if he came back, got a one-punch knockout over somebody that never been knocked out. Say he pull off a win against Benavidez, I think he rightfully so. He earned another opportunity at Canelo and them belts. Because who else is that dude going to fight? He ain't going to get to hold up the whole division. You don't want nobody to challenge you for them belts. Let them go. Benavidez low-key be hating. They said Caleb wasn't dominating until the KO happened. He was biased. Oh, nah, that's BS, though. No, he didn't. Facts, T. Not at all. Not mentally, physically, emotionally. He was all intact. Caleb Plant is a lot mentally stronger than what people gave him credit for. They thought that Canelo loss, especially that it was a knockout loss, it was going to break him. He was not wavered by it, bro. Not broken one bit. And that's something that you got to appreciate. I don't think people be really hearing the stuff I be hearing, man. That's why I think it was impressive. They said that dude wasn't going to look the same. You ain't the same after you lose that. Oh, man, he ain't the same. And I'm tired of people saying that. Nah, you ain't the same. Because you know what you do after that. Oh, you either get better or you stay the same and you regress. You either get better or you regress after that L. You don't stay the same. You either regress or you get better. Caleb Plant got better. I think it's safe to say that. Even with DIRRELL not being the most, juicy name out there, still an opponent, still a tough guy coming off a vicious one-punch KO win as well. Picture perfect uppercut that ended the night in his fight, man. Nah, hell of a fight. I think the stars are aligning. They on a collision course. The walls, David Benavidez and Canelo out. I mean, David Benavidez and Caleb Plant are on a collision course. After that collision course is met, then the walls are closing in on Canelo Alvarez, because either you gonna have to fight a revamped, new, improved, slightly improved Caleb Plant with Breadman Edwards, or you're gonna have to fight the Mexican monster. But one way or the other, the wall's closing in, and you gotta fight somebody. Meantime, while they're fighting, Canelo should fight Boo Boo or Maul or Benavidez. Nope, shook. Boo Boo, I think he more shook of Boo Boo probably than Maul. Like, it's crazy, Johnny, that who he gonna fight? That's why I said Canelo. Where you at? Where you get to just hold the belts? You know what I'm saying? This is really necessary. I think Bruce, guys, I think it's necessary for them if they lining up Caleb Plant and Benavidez. Like, Benavidez said he 90% sure that Caleb Plant is after UZCATEGUI, long as he take care of business. See, Plant smile even while making a joke. Plant be about business, bro. He be on shit. St. Louis, my bro, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. The Plant reduce unnecessary movement in the ring, which drains energy. Talk about it, 5. Did you notice it? Knockout salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Did remember what I said about that senseless moving? In one of my lives, I was talking about that, moving without a purpose. And then all you doing in reality is draining your gas tank. Made a slight adjustment. This is why I said I think Caleb Plant made some improvements. You get what I'm saying? From a knockout loss. I think he did. I think it's fair to say that. I think he made a good case. He made a good case that he ain't gonna just be no walk in the park for David Benavidez. For the people that think that, if you still think he'll walk in the park for David Benavidez, then you must not think that highly of Caleb Plant at all. I think Caleb Plant is a terrific fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. He's very creative. He's athletic. He's offensively creative. Like, look at the shit look how he set up the knockout. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, facts, T. Straight to his face. Them dudes they didn't like each other. Josh, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. As always, man. Appreciate all y'all in the building. Y'all smashed that like button for me plenty times. Disrespectfully. You know it, DIRRELL. DIRRELL called them out. You know these dudes don't like each other, man. David said it was closer than people think in his eyes to the KL. Shake my look at when you talk about fighters. You don't keep it real if you don't like you. Yeah, but you know what, Fate? I'm glad you pointed that out, because I'm a firm believer that when you slight a fighter and you don't truly just give them their just due, you don't give them credit for what they're able to do, their skill set. Now, I'm not saying give them the credit to the point where you sound like you're saying they can whoop your ass. I ain't saying that. But I think when you don't give fair assessments, realistic ones, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't recognize the level of skill that you're getting in there with, I don't think you're going to prepare for said skill. You get what I'm saying? So if you go into that fight feeling like Caleb Plant, this or that, and not as good as what he actually is, or not improved, if you don't go in there feeling like this dude could really cause you some issues and pull off a win, then you might shoot yourself in the foot. You might not train hard enough. Maybe you don't put in the necessary miles. Maybe you don't put in that extra work because you feel like Caleb Plant ain't much to worry about. But I think that'd be a mistake. That'd be a drastic miscalculation on his behalf. And he'll wind up taking his first L. Quick, my sis. Appreciate you pulling up, sis. How you feeling? Get what I'm saying? Ain't no way you put Canelo and Benavidez in the same sentence. Better, yeah, better would hurt him with a jab second round. Yeah, I don't think he'll ever fight him. But I said, Canelo, where you at, bro? Because you gotta fight him, man. You gotta fight somebody. You can't just hold them belts. You can't just hold them belts. And like I said, I just played that little clip for y'all, and that's why I made that video, assuming that this is the direction that they was going with the UZCATEGUI fight. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they was doing that so they could have a little selling point. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure they probably expecting David Benavidez to look spectacular against this dude, knock him out, so they could say these dudes both got knockouts against common opponents that the other didn't knock out. There you go. You got your fight right there. You know what I'm saying? You got the prior beef. You got the common opponents. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's perfect. It just make perfect sense. Perfect sense. And like he said, Benavidez, he 90% sure. So I say ain't no reason in the world why we shouldn't see this fight next year. Early next year, too. First quarter of next year, we should be seeing Caleb Plant, David Benavidez 2023, first quarter. There's no reason why it shouldn't happen. Or a little bit later, I'll say, because he's supposed to be fighting in January. So I say shortly after, man, we should be getting David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. And just like I thought so in my video. So I'm glad to see that this kind of playing out in that direction. Benavidez changing his tune about Plant after DIRRELL KO. At first it was I'll destroy Caleb. Now it's gotta be smart or he could KO me. Hey man. Hey, that's him acknowledging that. Look, hey man, Caleb might be more of a threat than you think, bro. You get what I'm saying? You got Plant getting him a split decision. I really could see it being that type of fight, yo. I could see it being that type of fight. I could see it. My main point I was just making for Caleb Plant is I don't think he just no walk in the park for David Benavidez. I think this whole notion that he had just walk to Caleb Plant and just mow him down and overwhelm him with a punch output and knock him out, I think that's a bit ridiculous. I don't think the fight will play out that way. I think Caleb Plant is a lot smarter than what people give him credit for. I think he honestly made some strides since losing to Canelo. I think he's made some subtle adjustments and improvements. And as a result, you know what I mean, he coming off the most impressive knockout of his career. Now I understand it being Anthony DIRRELL, but he did more than what people expected from him. And anytime that happens, I think it's safe to say somebody made some slight improvement somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see this. This should be next, man. It should be next. No one's getting knocked out. What if he sparked David, y'all? What if he sparked David ass? Do they got the heat on? Because it's hot in this bitch. K Savoy, what's good with it, Damon, man? Appreciate you pulling through. I can say agreed, man. You feel me? So, I mean, yeah, somebody could get knocked out, but I just feel like if it is a knockout, it ain't gonna be easy. Caleb Plant ain't just an easy guy. It wasn't easy for Canelo to knock out. He wasn't easy for Canelo. You get what I'm saying? And no, I'm not saying Benavidez is Canelo, but what I am saying is Caleb Plant wasn't easy for Canelo to knock out. So I don't think he'd be an easy knockout or an easy win for anybody that he fight at 68. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant could fight his ass off. I don't think people realize. I think the knock on him has always been his power. Notice, it's always been the power. It's never been the lack of boxing skill. It's never been that. It's never been a lack of heart, or talent, or any of that. People always said the lack of power, and, you know, they feel like he ain't got the power to hang with Benavidez. Well, I don't know. It's some people that might think it just a bit differently after Saturday night. David versus Caleb could be the fight of the year or a quick one, depending on how they prepare. Now, that's true. That's true. But I think given the history and the way they talk to each other and just the past, I think they had both properly prepared, because it'll be a lot on the line, man. It'll be very important for each of those guys to try to do everything in their power to come out with a win, because, you know, a win could just mean so much more for them moving forward, especially for Caleb Plant. He definitely don't want to lose a second fight, and definitely not by knockout either. Don't be surprised if Plant sleep Benavidez. I won't be. After seeing that man sit down on his punches, I say it like this. After seeing him pay attention to detail and focus in training camp and he was sitting down on them punches with the addition of Bradman Edwards and just how they look as a team, I just think it's safe to say, man, Caleb Plant sitting down on his punches is a more effective Caleb Plant. I will say that, and I wouldn't be surprised either, because you know why, Josh? He already surprised me, and I know Benavidez is not DIRRELL, but a clean shot is a clean shot. Even Benavidez said it. You got to respect the power coming back. That's what Sean asked him. I should have played a bit more of that interview, but y'all know y'all take my word for it. Sean did ask him that. Like, do you got to, like, you know, respect his power a bit more, seeing as how he sat down and got the knockout like that. And even Benavidez agreed with him. You take a shot like that, you could be knocked out. So even he know he could be knocked out. Canelo better than David. You think so? Right now? He said way better. There's only big fights live at PBC and super middleweight. Hames made every fight possible, barring the ones we want. And I think EK2, salute, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. I think that's what's, well, you know, he just said it. Okay, if Benavidez 90% sure, then I say that sound like a for sure thing. All right, a better boxer than David. If you don't magically gas out, he's gonna outpoint David, in my opinion, and that's so possible, Johnny. It's so possible, bro. I'm telling you. And I don't know if y'all noticed. Did y'all notice that shiner Benavidez was sporting in that interview? Sean asked him about it. I see the little marks on the side of your face. He asked him, getting touched up a little bit in training camp. Sparring Diego Pacheco, might have been putting hands on David a little bit. Caleb better get that neck training and absorb some of them shots, though, because he finna get hit in that fight. Yeah, he gonna get hit for sure, bro. Kurt, my bro, what's good with you? Salute, family. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Unless Benavidez got Canelo type power, he gonna be in trouble with Plant. That's interesting, Josh, man. Yeah, I think he could be in trouble either way, because Caleb Plant is a hell of a boxer, man, that can move with fluidity. His style, he got a not silky smooth style, man, and you got to disrupt his timing, push the pace, and try to help make him deplete his gas tank. You know what I mean? Because as long as Caleb Plant gas tank is intact and he's on his feet, he's a dangerous fighter. He could outbox you. After being in there, Canelo, everybody else either got to get right. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Everybody got to get right. Y'all smash that like button for me, man. I'm going to cook for a few minutes more, get to an hour. I just wanted to make sure I let y'all know why I made that video. You know what I mean? UZCATEGUI is next, and sometime in January for Benavidez. But like he said in that interview, 90% sure sound like Caleb Plant. They was planning this all along. That's why they've been setting it up like this, putting these dudes in there with previous opponents, common opponents that the other didn't knock out. I think that would be a hell of a fight with Caleb and David. Me too, sis. I think so. And it's one that we need. They need it too. Like the boxing world needed, they need it. They've talked more than enough shit to each other. You know what I mean? It's just time that they get in there. That's what I want to see. It's gonna look like Bumgarner versus Mayer. Oh shit. Yo, I'm telling you, it could be though. See, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you, man, it could be Inoue versus Donaire, one type of fight. It could, bro. It could. We don't do triangle threes, but DIRRELL was putting hands and feet on Benavidez before the cut, Plant slapping badly. Yeah, and I get you. And I said that too. It's just an observation too that we made him, because it is the truth. He did stop him, but he didn't KO him, and it was due to the cut. So, and that fight was more competitive than what Benavidez thought in his mind. Like, he felt like after the 4th, 5th round, DIRRELL was changing drastically, man, to some degree, but he still was fighting, and he was very competitive. Aisha, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Slipping and dipping. What's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for stopping through. David Cook's Plant, period. I mean, look, I respect what people say. Either way they pick this fight. You get what I'm saying? I'm not against nobody picking either, but facts. T is definitely time. And I think the time is now. And that's why they put him in there with somebody like a UZCATEGUI that they probably don't expect to damage Benavidez too much going into that fight. He's going to come out of that fight clean. He should. And that, you know, by the time he rests, Caleb would be well rested. They hit training camp, and there's no reason why this fight shouldn't be after UZCATEGUI. It's just make all the sense in the world. Playing no marks on his face. He was just sparring in the sparring session. Well, hey, man. E Ortiz, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Y'all smash that like button if y'all haven't, man. Let's get the likes up. As soon as David feel like plant power, he won't be throwing all them punches like he does with lesser competition. It's possible. I mean, look, I'm glad you said that, Josh. Look, what did we just see with the women? Michaela Mayer was known as the busier fighter, right? She's known as the busier fighter. She throw more combinations. You know, Baumgartner was supposed to be more selective with her punches, right? You know what I mean? And what happened? She felt that power, and what happened? That kept her honest, and she, as a result, I think that's why she started late, and that's why she wasn't as busy, because she was worried about what was coming back at her. That could very well be the case, whether that's either way in that fight. So that's why this fight is intriguing. That's why this fight need to happen. I'm glad they pushing for it. The people shouldn't have to push for it. We've been wanted it. They pushing now. Now it should happen. And the path, I believe, is truly clearing out the way for them two dudes to fight. As soon as David Phil playing, oh yeah, UZCATEGUI has a great chance to beat David. You think so? I don't think so. Not especially not where he at right now. I say before he started taking the L's and shit like that. Maybe when the UZCATEGUI that fought Andre DIRRELL might have had a better shot. I think this dude now, I think Benavidez is gonna hurt him. And he might be the first to stop him. I think, and that's what they banking on too. That's why they made that fight. I think they know that's what's gonna happen. He's not going I don't think he gonna present too many challenges. I don't think, respectively, for Benavidez, and the fact that he throws punches, he likes to let his hands go too. That's just gonna leave him open. It's gonna make him susceptible to getting punched on. These monsters, only monsters when the cameras to their face. You know how it be, Ghost. I know, talk about it, Ghost. I know how you feel, man. He don't feel like Benavidez is no monster. The monster said he 90% sure with the plant fight, so he better be a monster against UZCATEGUI in January, and then after that, he better get in there with Caleb Plant. That's what I'm expecting. Anything less is unnecessary. And then, like I said, you know, I think the winner puts themselves in position to challenge Canelo straight up. I don't see why not. And he ain't off limits, because he's going to have to see Benavidez or Plant one way or the other. You might have to see Plant for the second time or Benavidez for the first, but one way or the other, you're going to have to get in there with somebody. Whether Benavidez loses, the Plant still fight him. That kind of ruins stuff a little bit, though, Fate. That'll put a damper on it, because it wouldn't make as much sense no more. You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't make as much sense. Okay, it's goofy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, man, you could talk on it, Ghost. I know you be privy to some information. You could punch, though. David got to be careful with Benavidez for the win. Oh, yeah, facts. 5. I think Benavidez might be the first one to stop him. And like I said, and there you go. You got your selling point for the fight. They both got knockouts against common opponents that the other didn't knock out. You know what I'm saying? Morrell 7 fights in and fighting harder. Yeah, man. Morrell on the fast track. Ashley's corner. Salute, Queen. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? UZCATEGUI can't punch. Benavidez got dropped by Gabriel, so I don't know if Benavidez chin can hold up to them big shots. I feel you, but I think that was more of a balance thing. I don't think he was hurt at all. Matter of fact, I know he wasn't hurt at all, because he got right back up. I think he just got caught when he be doing that stupid shit that me and T was talking about, where he be dropping his hands, walking toward his opponent, and he got caught with his chin out there and got dropped. For real. T said no. No, in caps. Now, just so y'all know, Demetrius Andre was at the Wilder fight searching for this monster, playing Charlo, and none of them had the balls to say a word. Andre pulling up. Nah, Benavidez lose. Plant gonna cook him. Yeah, he lose to him. It ain't gonna look good, man. Ain't gonna look good at all. Verbally, man. Then he gonna go for Charlo. Hopefully, yeah. Because Charlo need to get back fight. Respectfully, he need to get back fight, and then he need to try to get himself right back where he belong. Jason Andre was at the fight and he told he has news, and everyone else looking. You're gonna do Plant how Plant did DIRRELL. Oh yeah, damn. I ain't know he was talking like that. David blew the fight for unification back in the day. He bet. No better. He better not lose. Yeah. Nah, he better not lose. He better not. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. And then his plans gonna get derailed immediately. Oh, you ain't know 1 minute about to send you the tape. Nah, I ain't know. I ain't know Andre was on the helmets like that, man. I ain't know it. But it's good to see, though. It's good to see. I'm glad he is. Yeah, people be here. They go with these false narratives. Had Devin Haney cheated now, right? Yeah, whatever, y'all. Y'all just say people. Jelly Bean, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Heard Boo Boo say that. Oh, you did? Yeah, I ain't catch it. I ain't catch it, Ash. I know Ghost is serious. I know he's telling the truth. I just didn't catch it. Nah, you better not. Nah, you better not lose at all. Y'all smash that like button for you, bro. Man, we been having a good conversation. I think, like I said, that's why I made the video the other day. I kind of seen this, and I'm glad I felt like I seen it the right way. Now they just got to go on ahead. David got to take care of business, and they got to deliver us that fight. Oh, you saw it too. That's what's up. I just want to see Boo Boo Andre get a meaningful fight, period. At this point, it don't matter who it is, as long as the fight is meaningful. I'm all in support of it. I just want to see it. But nonetheless, at least we got this to look forward to. And both men done spoke on it, so they better not back out of it. Go back on their word. Gonna lie, that boy. I ain't gonna lie, that boy be having some weight behind his shots, don't he? I ain't gonna lie, man. He had some weight behind his shots, didn't he? That shit was punching. There with David Cheekin. Oh, Devin. Yeah. They was talking about with the clinching. They was talking about with the clinching, bro. The clinching or some shit. The Valiant was loud as hell. My bad, T. It was loud, y'all. My bad. Foot speed versus hand speed. That's what I'm saying. Teach it. It could be that. That could be a staple of that fight right there. That damn sure could be a staple of that fight. Damn sure, for 100% sure. Hold on. Ghost sent this to me. David sound like you fighting game character. I'm telling you, he do. The tape is in the thing. I got you. I'm gonna play it. Not really. Oh, them shots. Them should sound like some gunshots, don't they? David should sound like it hurt though, low key. You know what? What's the name? Salute to YB, man. YB did a video. I'm gonna play this shit. Ghost just sent me too. Basically, I was probably weight bully throwing these straight shots with a little movement, and he done. Ghost be going in. He don't like no David Benavidez. He throw one hard shot, 6 pity pats. I do that. Hell, oh shit, T on his ass too. I feel you, T. Here go what Boo Boo Andre was saying.
What happened? Definitely what Glenn did to him, I would be doing to Glenn. But it's all love, you know what I'm saying? God bless them guys. Hope Anthony Durrell's good. I look forward to getting there with the 168ers all day. Benavidez and plan to win. I mean, you know, styles make fight. Benavidez is a straight guy. I haven't really seen him in person to see what he got, but he's a young, strong, hungry guy. So, I mean, I don't care. I beat them all. What's next for Boo Boo? 168, we moving on up. All right, a lot of big fights. Make it happen. You and Charlo. You and Plan? Charlo for sure. Plans for sure. Charlo for sure. Benavidez, everybody. You know, we here for a reason. So. Thank you so much, Boo Boo.
All right.
What happened?
There you go. There you go. That boy talking again. Ricky Williams, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. He said you got plan over Benavidez. Hey, Rick, man, that's why I wanted to have this conversation, man, because I think realistically, and just so I don't sound like I'm going too far with it, I think Caleb Plant made some subtle improvements, you know what I mean, after the Canelo loss, and I think he's a slightly better fighter. And I think he's mentally tough, man. Dude came back and responded. He didn't fight scared, hesitant, and he fought like he ain't never been knocked out. You know what I'm saying? What Plant did to DIRRELL, he would do to Plant. So Benavidez, where you at? He say, yeah, words for Charlie, but my bro was there saying, we'll knock him out. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's talk about it. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, man. I mean, look, I like what Plant showed. I like the way he handled business. I like the way he approached that fight. I like the outcome. It was an unexpected outcome. I expected him to win by UD. Man, he was on his way to winning by UD, but he said, hell with that. I ain't getting paid for overtime. I'm going to end this fight. And he said he was just ending the beef. He said he was thinking about dudes saying he couldn't hurt him, and he had to show him that he could hurt him. Yeah, man, I just appreciate Plant response after the Canelo loss. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily tucked his tail and just been a broken fighter, how people suggested he was going to be, but he just wasn't broken, y'all. He just wasn't. That Christian and Billy guy's a damn tank, ass tank. Said Plant beats David before the Canelo fight, and now I believe it even more now. Yeah, Jelly Bean is real, man. What's next for Boo Boo? Oh, man. While we awarding title shots for beating 38-year-old has-beens. Oh, shit, man. Y'all be going in, man. 3 and 3. Every single one he said he's putting Plant to sleep. He was ringside looking for Benavidez. Benavidez went at the fight. Thrill Hill, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Y'all smash that like button for your bro if y'all haven't. This been an interesting discussion, man, but at least we know we should have a Plant Benavidez as long as Benavidez handle business, right? Christian gonna be waiting now. Yeah, they don't know him enough. 5, they don't know Christian. Christian out here sleeping shit. Where he at? Where that little clip at I got of him? Is it? Other things he could have did to that dude, but he did that. So disrespectful. Listen to the shot, though. And I guess that was fake, too, because he almost fell how Hellenius fell, didn't he? Thrill Hill, salute, my bro. He said, what's next for Boo Boo? All y'all favorite 68 fighters' heads. I hope so, because I want to see it. I want to see it. Never getting shots at Cubans and Africans, but he's 27 in shape. He's going to keep knocking fools dead for years and more. Yeah, man, I like Christian and Billy, man. I just want to see how they continue to move him and where he go, because he looked strong. He looked dedicated. He looked focused, hungry. You know what I mean? He looked like the goods. He looked like he can box with some real power. So, you know, I just want to see what he could really do when they put him in there. My bad, y'all. Boo Boo and Eubank need each other. I want shit. Oh yeah, what's the name? Take his ass back up to 68, right? Eubank. Because he fought up there, I believe I'm not mistaken, a few times. Schoolbrother still hasn't proven anything that anyone's ducking because that wasn't at the fight. Salute to Andre for being in the mix. I want to see Andre beat some ass for real. Yeah, I don't like the duck tag, but I think, just like I've been saying, yo, these next few fights is going to clear out a lot. I think it's going to reveal a lot in these fighters' intentions, heart. You know what I mean? It's going to prove who really want fights, who really want the smoke, and who really talking. I'm telling you, people, it's only so long these certain fighters going to be that hide behind promoters and social media. Like, that shit ain't going to last for but so long. Plant is definitely the better boxer. Benavidez looks like he has stronger fortitude. He still needs to work on his garbage legs. He do need to work on that facts. He do need to work on them legs, bro. Roberto Real, salute, bro. Appreciate you subbing to the channel. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. Yeah, that's why we had these conversations, y'all, man, and that's why we had these fights. it's always good to discuss who you think gonna win, and it's even better to actually see it. So, I mean, I'm hearing like a split, which is something that I like, because I think it's funny to me how before, when Plant was still undefeated, I was hearing people kind of like just picking Benavidez to wash him and just walk right through him, right? But it's funny that like since losing to Canelo, it seemed like people have more faith in Plant, and that's rare. Usually when dudes are coming off that loss, you know what I mean, people don't feel too confident that they could deal with somebody like a Benavidez, a heavy-handed dude, would throw a lot of punches. But I like the fact that people are, I think, recognizing Plant's, I guess, improvements. Like, he's a slightly better fighter. He's definitely not a worse off fighter since Canelo. He's not broken mentally or none of that. And he right back where he need to be. Put himself right back where he need to be. He win another fight, and he right where he need to be. Them dudes, Doug playing Benavidez and the rest, the reason they fighting 40-year-olds and has-beens. Oh, man, y'all tough on him. Benavidez need to work on his defense. Other than that, Benavidez is a good fighter. Facts, bro. Facts, Rob. Definitely need to improve on the defense for sure. Work on cutting the ring, working on that, his feet and stuff like that. I think he got some things to work on, but he definitely a threat. He can fight, and he will fight. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be a tough fight for anybody, I think. Sorry, but I just don't see that Andre to be the dude at 68. He can fight though. I feel you, Five. I feel you. Especially Benavidez Sampson. Probably tell y'all about the duck though. Plant is a good fighter, no lie. I think Plant can keep on showing us boxing fans good fights. That's another fact. Plant gonna step it up, man. He given the opportunity, I think he's gonna surprise some more people, and I don't think it's just gonna be about that knockout. Let me say this: I don't think Saturday night is the last time Plant gonna surprise some people. I'll say that. I don't think Saturday night is gonna be the last time Plant surprise the people. Y'all smash that like button for me if y'all haven't, man. We're here having a good conversation, man. I just wanted to chop it up, make sure y'all understood where the video was going. And now that we know it's a 90% chance that this fight is after UZCATEGUI, man, I think it's real. They got to fight. It ain't no other fight for those dudes to take if it ain't something like a Charlo or somebody like that. And Charlo been out the mix, so I don't expect him to jump right back into the frying pan right off of being inactive as he's been. So he going to have to show something. He's going to have to get back in the mix. But right now, this fight is real. We seen the Canelo Triple G thing. Wasn't impressed. Canelo going to have to show something too. And I think after seeing Plant Saturday night, man, if he gets a fight with Benavidez and is able to secure a victory, or either of those guys beat each other, like I said, they should get a fight at Canelo Alvarez. There's no reason why they shouldn't. Maybe you don't got a minute more time. It isn't anyone's friend yet, but every single slick boxer who ever moved up gave everyone trouble, even if they're 35 plus. I'll bet on the scales. Yeah, because Plant got his loss out the way. Now he can keep fighting. If he gets another loss, I doubt people will hate on him, if anything, to get Plant his props. And that's what it's about, bro. Just appreciating the sport, appreciating the performances that these fighters give us, and not abandoning them after a loss. And I think Plant is a prime example of why you don't abandon fighters after a loss. I get it. It's DIRRELL. I understand that ain't no world beater at his stage. Yeah, he ain't, but just was an impressive showing. And it's his approach to how he got his business done Saturday night wasn't just the one-punch knockout, how he set it up. It was just the approach and how he, you know, all the things that led up to the knockout, the way he was boxing. He's boxing smart, efficient. He was picking his shots very well. You know what I'm saying? Again, it looks like he either, like I think if Five mentioned, bro, Five said it, this all that senseless moving and stop draining his energy. That he either did that, but it looked like it helped him conserve his gas tank where he didn't have to worry about, you know what I mean, fading down the stretch. And like I said, it looked like he came into this fight with a full tank of gas rather than a quarter tank missing. And it showed and it helped. And he sat down on them punches and he delivered the best knockout of his career. Billy the Russian dude, both in line for a shot. I don't get why these dudes won't see them. Sheesh. Man, you know, them high-risk, low reward situations, Ghost. Ain't nobody trying to take no dirt in that. And Billy out there, you just seen that boy out there punching like that. Got no business punching. He gonna AI step over him like people ain't gonna see that. Then y'all wonder why y'all can't get no fights. Now just knocking people out like that. Take challenges, even if they lose. Boxing fans just want the best fights. Facts, we do. The best should always want to fight the best, especially with as much mouth as everybody got nowadays with the social media era. Like all the mouth these fighters got, yeah, we want to see the best fight the best at all times. Christian and Billy is a monstrous puncher. Was 22-0, former Olympian with a name in Europe. It's more known, and Billy or the bum he aims to fight in January. But again, at least it's a good setup. It's a not step-up fight, Ghost. A good setup fight for Plant. So I'm cool with it, y'all. I'm cool with it. I ain't that mad at it. But again, y'all know my slogan, man. We ain't here to break the news. We here to have a conversation. I think we just had a dope conversation. I didn't want to keep y'all here too long on this, but I definitely wanted to make a point to bring this up. And it's good to see when you're able to call one of the plays before it actually, play out. So I'm going to be looking forward to this fight. And if they go in any other direction besides each other, I'm calling somebody out for it. Because they both publicly said they want each other. So I ain't trying to hear nothing else. Canelo is going to fight another European tour. He running out of them too, Kurt, because Zach Parker fighting John Ryder next, so he ain't gonna be able to fight John Ryder. So that's a good thing. That's one less person he ain't gonna be able to fight. So Wax said up fight these are supposed to be champions. I mean, I don't know who would you suggest he fight realistically though? That's in position. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. It's not the most appealing fight, but the only reason I'm not really mad at it is because I look at it for what it is, a stay busy showcase fight that's going to lead him to fight a Caleb Plant. As long as that is the goal and that's the end goal and that actually comes to fruition, I'm cool with it. You get what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. Andre just not boxing through socks off either like he used to, so he's going to turn back the clock at a higher weight. I'll wait to see it. Charlo playing Benavidez got shit to show and prove as well. ASAP and good and facts. All of that is facts. They gotta show and prove. Gotta show and prove. When was the last time Andre lost 2 rounds back to back? Skills from New Orleans. What's good with it, my Brody? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. Salute to all my TWT family in here. And all the family, period. Y'all smash the like button if y'all haven't. We gonna rock for a couple more minutes and we gonna be up out of there. Goddamn. As soon as I jump the channel, man, packing some type of motherfuckers here. That's how I like it, man. Provoke thought, everybody feeding in, chiming in. Good conversation. We rocking out. These fighters need to drop their nuts. Yeah, and just get in there with the absolute best, Five, and we going to appreciate it, and we going to support it and appreciate it. Just get in there with the absolute best. Just be a man of their word and give us, deliver us them fights. So the European prop Charlo kind of lost one to Andre, won 12 rounds with one. Hold on. Charlo kind of lost to one, and Andre went 12 rounds with one. The difference between them and Canelo's finished them and don't go 12 rounds with them. What are you talking about? I hear you. Which fighters you talking about? Because I'll show you he went 12. We damn sure went 12 with Callum Smith. That's AB, my bro. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Stay busy. Fighters excuse they use a duck. I guess, but see, I'm using that term though more so, Ghost. I feel you, but I'm using that term because I think that's what it is. And why I say stay busy, because it's at a time where the guy that they looking to fight next just fought. So I don't think he's going to sit there while Caleb Plant is resting up. I think he's going to get him a little stay busy, stay active fight, showcase fight UZCATEGUI, leave out of there with minimal punishment, minimal damage, held up. And by the time they should line up perfectly to fight next. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that's the way it happened. Fighting like you're saying about Benavidez, keep it a buck. Olympians who actually fight at 60 and not 54 pounder, moving up to fight them dudes with actual skill. Yeah, Andre biggest Achilles heel has been his inactivity for sure. So I'm with you, Five. I get it. I just want to see what he whatever he got left, go ahead and put that shit on display, man. Show us whatever you got left in your career, man. Show us whatever you got left. Is it time for David Benavidez and Caleb Plant? Knockout salute, bro. I don't know if you're still in here, but I see your video and I'm going to watch it. See, I like to see stuff like this because we on the same accord. They're good. Salute the knockout. Yeah, man, I think it's time, knockout. If you're still in here, I think it's time for them to fight, man. I think the time is now. If it was ever a time for them dudes to fight, it's definitely now, man. It's definitely. Hey, man, it could appreciate you, man. You know what? The channel dope, but you know what's doper than this channel, yo? And I know y'all know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to be real. You know what's doper than this channel? This family that support this damn channel, and that's every 25 of y'all in here. Y'all smash that like button. I appreciate every last one of y'all pulling up, listening to me talk this boxing every day. And this channel, like I said, just wouldn't be dope without y'all. So, you know, I do my part. I grind, and y'all doing y'all part by showing up, supporting, and I appreciate it. And we gonna keep growing. This is just the beginning, man. Just the beginning. Selected by himself a better name than anyone on Benavidez' resume. Family be growing in, boy. That's what G5 saying. 5 saying, me just saying they all in comparison to each other, they're around the same, you know. That's what 5 saying. I digress. Y'all be killing me. Y'all smash on that like button. Punch that like button out, man. Boom, boom. Jab it once. Just one time. Just sorry there's ghosts in here. I want to see Keyshawn, I digress. You gonna be quiet about Keyshawn. Keyshawn, we Mr. 6-0 gotta show us something, man. Cause he keep talking about 6-0, but Frank Martin ain't on his level. You better chill, Frank Martin. Frank Martin gonna spark you. Until his resume levels above. Oh, so his skills or something. Yeah. Facts. Goes keep that saying. Oh, no one has a special resume. Davo World. Yeah, nah, they don't. Cause you know what? To be honest, like when we put things in perspective, when we talk about the fighters that we speaking on right now, none of them had the most impressive resume. And to be honest, for one reason or another, the big fights has eluded their careers. It's the big fights has just simply eluded these guys, and they haven't been able to secure the marquee names on their resume to kind of grow their profile and, you know, raise to that next level. So that's where they at. It's like they proved to able to become champion, but they still is so much more that they need to prove. You get what I'm saying? I got you, 5. Yeah, y'all be crying back here. So Andre looking to fight at 68. He said it won't be Canelo. He said everybody, Thrill Hill, salute, bro. He said everybody. He said all the 68 pounders. He said simply sound like the general plan is just going up to 68. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the first fight gonna be, but he's saying Charlo, and you know what I mean. He's pretty much saying whoever. He said he gonna do the Plant what Plant did to Dirrell. It's all respect, but he said he gonna do the Plant what Plant did to Dirrell. So we gonna see. 5 alive. What's good with it, my bro? Cook on it.
Oh man. Okay, Ghost. Let's get something straight, little bro. I never brought up resumes. I said they all in the same boat. You want to talk about Selecki? Shit. If we talking about current day, Selecki not a better opponent than Kyron Davis? Come on now. Let's be 100. You talking about their resumes? I never brought up that. We talking about now. What is boxing? What have you done for me lately? Who gives a fuck about what the past and they past the accolades? We talking about right now. Andre ain't doing no service for himself, bro. Every time we see is he in a fight and he out of fight. I ain't knocking him, man. He may have a luck of a bad draw or whatever. I even gave him credit that he can fight. But I'm not finna just make it seem like, and if you ask anybody based off the perception, when you talking Ghost, that's how it seems. Perception is everything, little bro. I'm trying to help you out on something. I never said that, oh, Andre was this or that. I'm just saying, like, you said when last time he lost 2 rounds back to back against who? That's all I'm saying. You talking about other David Benavidez and Plant them ain't fighting nobody. They should be fighting this and Christian them and bruh. They gotta build that man 7-0. He not finna get in the mix with Benavidez and Charlo and Andre. Come on, bro. At this moment, no, that man needs to get at least 12 to 15 fights. Then they'll let him get in the mix. It's a business, bro. Come on now. He's not gonna skip the line. Nah, bro. Unless you did like Morrell did and snatched up that a belt early like that, bro, you're not finna get that shit. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. As much as you might say you like those fighters and all that, they can fight. I done checked them out. Now, I never said.
Yeah, he missing the names, Davo. He missing the names, that's all.
Yeah, I never said he couldn't fight. Davo, you came in back, and you know what I'm saying? I see you and Ghost tag team in agreement and shit. So I'm like, let me catch a link. Because you gonna chime in and don't even know what the hell you talking about, bro. You came in on the back end. You got to catch up to know what's really going on.
Fighting style, Charlie.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. We can talk about playing. We could talk about, oh, he's fighting UZCATEGUI. Okay.
Appreciate you, Kurt. Appreciate you.
Okay. Right now, UZCATEGUI is a bigger name, unfortunately, than Christian, bro. And it's just the facts. He's still a baby in the game. That's not his fault. He just coming in the game. Even him being an Olympian, bro. That's all I'm saying. They ain't did enough yet to garner a lot of people attention. So people don't know him, even if they known in their own country. That's all I'm saying. How we perceive, I ain't say nothing. I gave him credit on skill. That's what you're missing. I never said the man couldn't fight. Scroll back on up. How many times did I say he can fight Just Do?
Yeah. I think
just because I said I don't see him being the man at 168. I never said the man couldn't fight.
All you saying is they just need to prove something. That's what it sounds like. They're in the same boat where they all just need to prove, you know what I mean? They worth. I heard you say like they need to drop their nuts in terms, you mean get in there with those top guys, prove to us that, you know what I mean? Show us what y'all worth is. We know you skilled, we know you could fight, we know you was a former Olympian, we know you was a former champion, you know what I mean, in multiple weight classes. But we just want to see you get to that next level. And the way you do that is you get the marquee names on your resume. That's all. Yeah, I swear I be understanding. Yeah, I swear.
When it comes to Andre, it's always everybody else's fault, not Andre. Hold some accountability to this man as well. This man don't make every perfect move. It's a reason why he's not getting fights. Somebody not doing something right.
Well, I did hear you say
the denominator in everything that he goes in. He is the common denominator. Him and his team. Accountability and responsibility is hell, and nobody's above reproach, bro. You can like the fight and everything, but that don't mean they do all their business well. Even if you know his brother, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Ghost even said it like shit. Like if he can't get them right names here, he need to see him retire. He'll want to see him retire rather than you know what I mean. Get beat by somebody that ain't supposed to whoop your ass. Cause that's why it's like, you know, Andre had to put up a shut up stage, and it ain't like he just talked too much shit. I just want to see the business work. Because I know he'll fight these dudes, but it's just always something that get in the way. And that's the part that people be talking about. Like, what's going on? Why he ain't fighting? You know what I mean? Why he ain't doing nothing? I get it. He's an unlucky guy, too.
Charlo was going to wash him or knock him out. I always said that would be a good fight. Yeah, I ain't putting nobody above nobody like that. Charlo need to get his head out of his ass. I don't give a fuck if I'm from Texas or not. He need to get on his high horse and get on his shit. If it was Earl Spence, I'd be on his head the same way. Why? Because I'm unbiased and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't care if I like the fight or not. If you on bullshit, you on bullshit. Straight up. That's what people need to learn how to do, whether they like fighters or not. Call them out. It's obviously a reason. Everybody's not always the problem. Come on. That's all I'm saying. Truth is truth.
He didn't look too bad in the loss. Nah, facts, Rick. That's it. Plant solid, man. Plant sneak. See how he sneakily just like, and that's why I could appreciate Plant. That's why I wanted to talk about this, because Plant really deserving of some, I want to say praise. I don't like that word, but he's worth, you know what I mean? He just giving him his just due, and that's all I'm doing. I think Plant really showed that he really got something left. I really think he showed that he learned. He made subtle improvements. I don't want to overstate and seem like, he's the best thing ever. Now I just think he made some improvements, and he looked right back where he needed to be. Looked like he prepping himself to make a run back at another title. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see him doing. Facts, Rick. I agree with that. He definitely ain't look bad in that loss. Not one bit.
Yeah, you know, so that's all I'm saying. I didn't bring up resume, but if we want to do that shit, DIRRELL and Canelo
you were
is
just
the
saying
best. It's better resume. It's 2 wins and then kills all their resumes. All the people we talking about: Andre, Charlo, Plant the person. So out of Benavidez and Charlo and Andre, them 2 wins alone kill both of their resumes. All of them. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I ain't even talking about resumes. I want to see them all fight. Shit, all of them gonna be a 50-50 fight. All of them got weaknesses and got shit to prove.
Facts.
Who gonna show up that night? How many people gonna even say even the fighter that they favor to win that fight and still be honest? Because I'm not biased. I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be a 50-50 fight. If some of y'all tap into my content enough, y'all would know how my energy is and how I move. I never switch this shit. I don't give a damn if it's my fight. I like it all. But if I don't like it, if you better, and I feel like it's gonna be a close fight, shit, it's gonna be a 50-50.
Ready for the next time the African American boxer, 160, 168. Yeah, Truck Simpson is Truck at 60.
This is why I don't chime in and comment. This is why I don't chime in.
I'm with you. The women making the men look bad. Look at those 2 major fights. Hey, and you know what, Kurt? They should be motivated by the women. Like, that's why I say, like, that should motivate the men. Like, yo, these women is putting on. It's time for us to just get in the ring. And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how I be feeling like Charlo. I know he probably going through some shit right now. But if get through it, go through it, get through it, get to it. Look at your brother as a prime example of all the motivation you need. That man is undisputed. That don't breathe life into you as a fighter. Nothing will. Look at his success and understand that y'all been putting in work since y'all been in here. So it's the same way he got it, you could get it. It's just about making the smart moves. It's frustrating seeing 60 and 68 just like play musical chairs around each other, and we forced to argue as to who ducking. And get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I just be wanting to know what needs to take place for all these fights to happen, so we really can enjoy these shits, because they all good fights, especially when we talking about 50-50s. You know what I'm saying? He got a better resume than them. Yeah, now he got a better resume, and then people think on the low is he making his rounds, man. Caleb Plant is just hanging in there, man. Staying the course. A shorter 2 year, man. He gave Canelo a tough ass fight, man. And his gas tank failed him a bit down the stretch. And you know what I mean? If it wasn't for that, he would have been fine, man. He would have been fine. Mayo, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling tonight?
He did wrong in that Canelo fight. There's unnecessary movement, respecting Canelo power too much until he actually realize he can take it.
Hey, man, you talking about something? You saying something? Because was he on that his last fight?
When you should have you could navigate in the pocket, because Canelo is a counterpuncher anyway. He wants you to react and him to, you know what I'm saying, respond off you reacting. So I'm like, why are you moving around so much? Keep a jab or keep a stick in his face. He not moving. He not finna moonwalk or percolate around the ring. His knees and footwork.
Some of them nervous energy just a bit.
So I think it was not fully engaged, locked in. I mean, then it's just the trainer, the camp, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, that's the key, bro. When you get a new leader, you get somebody that's running and directing you in a better path, and you're able to take on new information. This was the first camp, y'all. Camp 1. They let you know the man has boxing IQ to intake a new voice, new tools, new set, and everything, and then apply the shit.
You think Canelo thoroughly outboxed Caleb Plant? I don't. Hell no. And as far as this is just in my train of thought. Because I hear fighters are not the commentators and announcers and shit like that. They say it all the time. This one landed the harder shots. I'm just not surprised by a harder puncher landing the harder shots. I'm not surprised by the guy that's more of a puncher than that natural boxer. I'm not surprised that he's landing harder shots, but cleaner. I don't know, because Caleb Plant is a very accurate fighter, man. He lands some accurate shots. He just don't have the most sting on him. But I always thought it was some of that was a result of him not sitting down on the punches, just throwing his shit and being, so elusive. He thinking, let me defense right after a shot. So I don't know. Definitely he got the power advantage. I don't think he's thoroughly outboxed Canelo. I mean,
Canelo watched him basically. You said you give him 3 or 4 rounds, and that's you being nice, bro. Stop the cap, my dog.
Nah, who? Caleb Plant?
Cap, bro.
Nah, hell no. That was a competitive ass fight for
like
Canelo.
you now you capping. See, that's why I say what I said. Perception, like that sounds like some bullshit, bro. Come on, dude. Like, I mean, if you don't like Plant, bro, just be 100, bro. He's barely getting touched.
Barely getting touched. Yeah, ghost, Charles.
Hey, I'm a fall off. Hey, go ahead and take up.
You must be fucking around now, yo.
That shit just blew me for the day, boy. Y'all gotta come on. Y'all gotta do better with this hatred shit, bro. If you don't like a fighter, bro, just say you don't like a fighter, bro. But be honest about the fight, bro.
I'll tell you what, up until about what was it, 8 or 9, that fight was damn close to me. Damn close. That's why so many people wanted him to wanted him to make it to the decision, because they felt like he could have made that you know what I mean? He gave Canelo some issues for sure. I'm not saying he was winning, but the fight was very competitive for sure. And he was, to me, he was doing better than Canelo. He was more active out boxing. Canelo just he made it. I think once Caleb Plant and like Five was saying, like all that movement that he was doing, it helped deplete his gas tank with some of the mental pressure I think he had to deal with, just fighting a Canelo Alvarez. So I don't know. I just think he fought a hell of a fight. He lost, but he fought a good fight. I'm just not like my thing is I share information. So if somebody's offering their perspective, I don't shoot it down. I just tell you how I see it. So it's not really I don't really have to disagree. I just be like, I feel you. That makes sense. As long as it's within logic and reasons. You know what I'm saying? So it was a solid fight. Nah, it's not hatred. I don't see why I say if Canelo hate folks, which made people think he did so much better. To me, I think he did better than Canelo felt like he would have did. I think he proved Canelo wrong. I think he proved to Canelo that he was better than what Canelo thought going in. I don't like the way Canelo move. I don't hate him. I don't like the way he move. I hate the way he move. I hate the fact that people call him the face of boxing. Meanwhile, he's being able to, avoid the obvious fighters that he should fight. That's what I hate. I don't hate him, but I don't hate how he fight. I think he's out of his physical prime now. I do think that. And I think he's lazy. I think he's gotten a bit lazy, somewhat predictable and complacent. And I think as a result, like he's going to continue to use maybe, he's going to use his star status, if I could call it that, to kind of milk the game now. You get what I'm saying? Once a boxing is called cheating, all wins past future remain questionable. Cheats never stop. They just implement new ways to that. You got a hell of a point, my bro. That's a fact. Fact, Mayo, all I see different. Facts, all facts. I got you, Fi. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate all y'all showing up and having this good conversation. That's why I always say, long as it's within reason and logic, I deal with logic and reason, because I think even when you speaking from an opinionated standpoint, when you stay that course within reasonable like conversation and point of views, I think it's something somebody could always understand. So I'm one, like I always say, I'm a different creator in the sense that I don't really shoot down what somebody else has to say when it's along those lines of logic and reason. I can just understand where they're coming from and just accept it, understand it. Like, okay, you seen that. You get what I'm saying? I'm more so about sharing the information and the point of views, because maybe you might have something to point out that I didn't catch. So I'm not against shooting down what somebody say, but we all do see things differently at the end of the day. And I'm so very aware of that. I think that's why I find myself in very little arguments, because I respect opinions that are logical. And I think more times than none, a lot of y'all do know how to stay within those boundaries. So I'm able to respect where you're coming from. Big Texas, TWT family in the building. 512 Boxing. What's good with it, bro? Man was not landing nothing major. He landed 2 amazing combos, but hey, whatever y'all say, Plant the best. Will Smith, and when Smith lost to Canelo, he was a bum. He wanted to do with the best resume. I ain't say Plant was the best. I don't think we saying that, but I think he fought Canelo better than people think. And I think Canelo's a bit lazy too. He don't throw a bunch of punches either. So I think Plant was busier than him. You get it, boxing him and things like that. Manufactured face of boxing. You know it. You know it. Ghost, you already know, Brody. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up as you always do, bro. And have a good one, Brody. You know it. To say Canelo wash Plant is a stretch. Now, absolutely not. It was no wash in that fight. If I say you don't like a fight, cool, but call it since we're watching box. I'm not shooting his opinion down, just make it make sense. Nah, I'm with you, Brody. I'm with you. Yeah, it was no wash in that fight. Shade Jackson, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? That gotta be yeah, and that's how I know how to nah, facts though, Kurt. No facts though. I think I said that once or twice myself. That's the real face of boxing for real. He come back and turn heads, stop the show. He's stopping people, stopping opponents. People still question his KO. That's the real face of boxing right there. You know what I'm saying? Real face of boxing. Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. But yeah, man, y'all already know, man, we had a dope conversation. I hope y'all all enjoyed, you know what I mean, this conversation. Y'all understand what my David Benavidez versus UZCATEGUI video was about the other day when I said Caleb Plant was waiting. Now we know that that's a reality. Like I said, he's 90% sure that that's the next fight up. So I'm not totally against this UZCATEGUI matchup because it's a common opponent, and I think they kind of setting that up to be a selling point. That's another one of my opinions that could play out to be true. Say if David Benavidez knocks out UZCATEGUI, which Caleb Plant didn't do. He dropped him twice and outboxed him, took his belt, but he didn't knock him out the same way Benavidez didn't knock out DIRRELL and Caleb Plant did. So again, I think you got your selling point right there with the fight. And I think it'll do very well if you got two guys that with this prior beef that's coming off knockouts over common opponents that the other fighter didn't knock out. You get what I'm trying to say? So it just makes perfect sense. All the stars is lining up the path and all the smoke clearing for them dudes to line it up and be able to fight. I think that's what's going to happen, and we're going to see it. Yeah. Facts. That's why I tell y'all I try to be so patient because I know, and me and my cousin was talking about it. Boxing is one of the most sports period is just opinionated. It's heavy, especially boxing. So I always try to understand where people are coming from. Like I try to stay right in that lane so you could know I hear you and I understand you. So I definitely get what you were saying from the rip. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely get it. It's still more, you know, even though it's things some of these fighters have proven thus far, there's still a lot of meat on that bone. There's still a lot left to be proven. And that's all you were saying. And the way for these dudes to do it is let their nuts hang. And by what you saying that, you mean, you know, just for them dudes to get in there with the fighters they supposed to get in there with, make these big fights happen. Because a lot of dudes is doing a lot of talking, and that's what we be talking about too. All the talking these fighters be doing and not enough fighting. So I'm with y'all 100%. But at least if we get this fight, you feel me? This would be less talking that we had to like sit through because we already had to endure all this back and forth between these two, you know, kings. And now with this stars lining up and, you know, the opportunity, I think, lining up so it'll present itself for them to just go ahead and have a fight. And, you know, Caleb Plant is continuing to earn the respect of the boxing world. And I think that's dope. Very impressive Saturday, what he did, how he did it, how he got his business done. I think that win, despite what people want to say with me, I think when you factor in the things, him coming off a loss, DIRRELL coming off the win, like Fate said, that was a good fight. You know, dude was hot, confidence was riding high. He thought he was going to beat Plant. He got, you know what I mean? He got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Plant showed to be very impressive. I think he proved a lot of people wrong. I think he won over some people. I think he gained some new fans and possibly some old ones jump back on the bandwagon. You get what I'm saying? I think this is what you need in boxing, man. The way he responded was perfect. You know what I'm saying? And now he could just go ahead and rest. And maybe, you know, that win got him a fight that he's been wanting for some time now, for some years, which is David Benavidez. So made the best man win. Canelo receive too much credit. He never takes a fight without some type of cause. King of catch weight with normally a smaller fighter. And you know that's the fact, bro. See what's part of what's wrong with boxing. It's a prime example. I didn't slander anyone, but took it look at the responses. It says a lot. Nah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, bro. I get you. Man, I know. I know what you mean, Five. But that's why I say one thing I know when it comes to this sport of boxing, and people, we so passionate and like we all strong in our opinion. So I try to very, very well to like I listen very well so I could make sure I'm always able to hear exactly what's being said. But I got you, Five. We gonna tune in. Is this next? After UZCATEGUI, Ash, after UZCATEGUI. And again, remember, Jose UZCATEGUI is the guy Caleb Plant had beat up, dropped a couple times. I think that was in 2019 when they fought. That's the guy he got the IBF strap from, if you remember. And Caleb, they putting him in there with Benavidez. Now, my thought was that's why I made that prior video, the Caleb Plant video. Know what I'm saying? Saying that I thought this was coming down the pipe because they're putting these dudes in there with prior opponents. Now, Caleb Plant fought UZCATEGUI, beat him up, took the belt from him back in 2019. He didn't knock him out. But we all know DIRRELL fought Benavidez. Benavidez got a stoppage on the cut, but didn't knock him out. Then you fast forward now, Caleb Plant now fights DIRRELL, knocks him out. You get what I'm saying? Whereas Benavidez didn't. Now Benavidez about to get in there with UZCATEGUI and probably knock him out, which Caleb Plant didn't do. So now that's the selling point. And then Benavidez said in that clip that I played, Ash, if you want to check it out, it's on Fight Hype too. I had played it earlier. He said this is 90%. He 90%. He was about to say 100, but he said he's 90% sure that Caleb Plant is next. And he spent a nice, bit of the interview talking about Caleb Plant, preparing for Caleb Plant next, like that. He said that name enough in that interview to let me know that that's what's next. So I expect this to be like a stay busy showcase fight. And like I was saying in my video, I felt like I seen the writing on the wall with them putting them in there with opponents. You know what I mean? Common opponents. Always, Five. Always, Brody. Always. Should celebrate the boxers at a disadvantage or even playing field makes the win even more impressive. All facts. And that's what I'm saying. Dude could have been computer-rolled up. Who knows? And Caleb Plant still fought a hell of a fight and just made, he got tired down the stretch. And, you know what I mean? Canelo made a slight adjustment in terms of punch placement and he got a desired result. But nonetheless, Caleb Plant, if it's anybody that improved off their first loss of their career, especially a knockout loss, TKO loss, it was Caleb Plant. So he's back. Clarissa Shields ain't never went nowhere. Wilder is back better than ever. Boxing is in a good place. The women's boxing is thriving. I think as long as we continue to get the right fights, boxing is going to go in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go. Wilder came back and immediately everybody talking about heavyweight division. You get what I'm saying? When was the heavyweight division? It's strong boxing, it's strong facts because they carry the sport, and that's a fact, Kurt. But y'all know my slogan, man. We ain't here to break the news. We're here to have a conversation, y'all, man. I think we just had a dope conversation. I appreciate everybody pulling up, as y'all always do. Y'all smash that like button for me if y'all haven't. Salute, Monica. Much appreciation to the king to Queen. Excuse me, Monica. Sorry about that. Much appreciation to the Queen for showing love, how she always doing that super chat, put some color in the chat. Appreciate all y'all that support, whether y'all like the channel, like the video, watch the video, share the video. It's all appreciated. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep having these dope boxing conversations, meaningful conversations, and your boy gonna keep putting out this responsible content, man. Appreciate you, Monica. We've been in here cooking. And I was just about to let y'all get up out of here. So just to finish, just to wrap up. Just to be clear, y'all, this ain't next. Caleb Plant and DIRRELL. Appreciate you as always, Queen. They're not next. But my thoughts is stay busy fight is what UZCATEGUI is. He like a sacrificial lamb. It's gonna be a showcase stay busy fight for Benavidez. And after that, 90% sure Caleb Plant is next. Caleb said he won Benavidez or Charlo. Good thing is he said Benavidez first. They both mentioned each other's name. There's no reason why this shouldn't happen. If somebody back out of this fight, then I'm going to speak on that accordingly. Or if they try to go in another direction after speaking each other's name, then we're going to speak on it. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think this fight is going to happen for sure. They both want it. They've been wanting it. They've been asking for it. And I think the time is now. The time is going to clear. The opportunity has presented itself now. So once they get that fight out the way, I expect to see them fighting. The most dangerous fighters are the ones with nothing to lose. All facts, bro. All facts. And Caleb Plant came back with nothing to lose. You dig what I'm saying? No title to worry about. Just handling business. And that's what he did. It was very impressive, man. Very impressive. Bomb Squad, very impressive. Heavyweight division is back. Boxing is in a good place. Women's boxing is in a great place. Benavidez and Plant 2023, y'all. First part of 2023. But on that note, man, much appreciation. Everybody smash that like button. All love, appreciation to the family. Salute to my TWT family, the Just Do family, and everybody that's rocking with your boy. This has been another good conversation. Much appreciation to y'all. On that note, we up out of here. Peace to the fan.